What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Have to do this video. College rapists. Now, I was watching CNN. They was doing a little exclusive on Donald Sterling. After that, the fire in California, the spread, and then they did this piece on these three girls at Columbia University who got raped, right? And I need to really talk about this. Tell you why. I hate motherfuckers that do shit like that. Tell you why. When I was in college, I had a friend who got raped by her boyfriend, right? She came to my place. She was crying. She was broken because of the situation, right? I wanted to console her, but a part of me froze because I didn't know whether she wanted a guy touching her because of, that situation, right? And they had a kid together. And he went from loving guy, loving boyfriend, get pregnant to abusive rapist kind of thing. So basically, listening to everything that went on, I got mad, of course. And I told her, don't worry about it. Me and your boyfriend gonna have a nice long chat. Yes. And then she said, you can't talk to him because however you talk to him, he gonna talk to me in the same way. And I was like, shit. But a part of me figured it was a way around that. But I had to talk myself out of that. So before I go on and dig into the levels of this shit that I don't like about college rapists, because this has to do with that, I would just like to tell that guy, if you ever watch these videos, and if you remember my face, because I remember yours, if I ever see you again, I'm going to be so happy to see you. I really am. But we're going to have that talk that we should have had back then. It's going to be a nice one. Nice chat. Now, anywho, here's the thing. It was an Ivy League school. Now I'm bringing in race, class, into this whole, in college bullshit, into this whole thing. I'm telling you right now. Explain something to you. What was disturbing was one of the girls said her rapist wrote down he admitted to doing shit. He got suspended a semester. So let me get this right. He admitted to raping somebody, and he got suspended a semester. Like, what? Rape probation, motherfucker? What? See, this is the kind of shit that bothers me because this is how these schools work. And why I said I'm going to have to interject race, you know good and hell well the race of that person. And you know good and hell well this goes on often. Let's get something straight in our American culture. Girls get raped all the fucking time. Now, people just excuse it. Because, to be perfectly honest, if you were to put away all of the rapists, the jail wouldn't look like people like me. So, they get excused. Which is some bullshit because they're walking around violating people. Now, the other thing is this. The class thing. Oh, he has to have a bright future ahead of him because he's in an Ivy League college. You really want this motherfucker to have power and influence and money to use over women? Yeah. Oh, you're a rapist, but that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. You're gonna fucking be an engineer or fucking, you're gonna create the next Microsoft. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're gonna own a couple businesses. You're gonna influence the community, man. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. Y'all leaving these women at a disservice. This is part of the reason why some of them are career-minded and hate men to a degree because shit like this happens to them when they're in college. You get what I'm saying? That ain't the only friend that I talked about earlier who I knew got raped. I just knew who was her attacker. You get what I mean? Another thing, because it was three women, they was blaming them for drinking too much, which I got to get into that. College kids indulge too goddamn much. Problem is, when you go to colleges like that, story, on track, off track, went to a university for a football camp when I was a teenager. My roommates were some white kids. some Amish kids. They walked around with weed, got caught by the cops. Cops took the weed, let them go back to the room. You think we would have been able to do that shit? No. Problem I'm saying is these kids be walking around with ecstasy, coke, heroin, weed, and they're drinking. Every time they say you get that list, the biggest party colleges in America, you know what the fuck going down there. So it is overindulgence at these schools, and these schools allow it because they're college kids, and they this is what you do when you're in college. You get really, oh really? Now you think my black ass could go somewhere? Boy, Ronarski, I got a couple of them shrooms and a couple of ounces of that Kush and a little butter sugar and a couple of X pills, and I'm a college kid. We're gonna have a little fun, motherfucker. I get 15 to 40 years. But I'm saying that because of this whole rape culture thing. A lot of these girls get drugged. Some of them do excessively drink and put themselves in bad positions. I will say that. But the onus is this: you're dealing with rich, affluent, or potentially rich, affluent people in the making. So you're gonna let them slide their criminal behavior. That's bullshit. Utter bullshit. Now, these same girls who I feel sorry for have to see the person that they got raped by at school. And the school knows that they got raped by them. Now, if I was the parents, I'll sue the fuck out that school right now. I own the west wing of that motherfucker. You mean to tell me you got the paperwork that says this dude raped my daughter, and this motherfucker still here, and she here, and I gotta pay y'all for this shit? Oh hell no. Not happening. Now, I feel like it's important to talk about certain things like this because this shit like this is important, and plus, I hate people like that, man. Really do. I really fucking. Boy, if I could. Boy. Look, if y'all ever see me on the news, right? And they say, man, I seen him on YouTube. Man, he did what the who? And you see somebody mama like, oh, my baby is a good Christian guy. Lord, he ain't never did nothing to nobody. Play this shit back. I probably ran into that motherfucker and we had a nice, long talk. Peace.